So, brothers and sisters, as we come to a close, we see that even the disciples had some sort of opposition. They were not opposing Christ at all. They were not going against Christ like the Pharisees, which we're going to see in a second. But they were questioning Christ because, again, they didn't understand the requirement and they didn't understand the job. And like I said, from all through the Bible, we see this. I just wanted to read another very important and very, well-written paragraph from Ellen White, Letters and Manuscripts, Volume 10, chapter 72, paragraph 16. Now, about the midst of the feast, Jesus went up into the temple and taught, and the Jews marveled. They hoped to catch something from his lips that they might accuse him. But his wisdom and his knowledge astonished them. So clear and forcible was his reading from the scriptures, and yet this was the man whose track they were upon, that they might entangle him. Right? They wanted to catch him in the wrong and wanted to accuse him of something. Remember, Christ was sinless. The words went from one to another. How knoweth this man letters, having never learned? For Christ never placed himself under the learned scribes and the doctors of law. Jesus answered them and said, My doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know the doctrine. Sorry, if any man will do his will, so he's talking about the Father here. So if any man does the Father's will, right? He shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God, or whether I speak of myself. He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, so again of the Father, the same is the truth, and no righteousness is in him. Did not Moses give you the law, and yet none of you kept the law? Why go ye about to kill me? The people answered and says, Thou hast a devil, who goeth about to kill thee. So again, you see this sort of rebellion against his word, and Christ is answering to them quite plainly, like, I am doing the Father's will. He that sent me, the Father sent me, and I'm doing the Father's will. And he also tells them how they could distinguish or discern between truth and error by saying to them that, if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. So if they were learned truly of the scriptures and they really understood the requirements and the job within the scriptures, they would understand what Christ was talking about. That Christ was not seeking for his own glory, but he was seeking the glory of the Father.